All right, what's going on, everyone? Today is June 25th, 2018. I want to go over this article because I think it does a good job of kind of summarizing a tweet this morning that I'll talk about as well. I don't necessarily like the title because I don't think Charlie Lee, of course, he's not predicting a market recovery, but I do think this could be a really good sign. So, first off, the tweet that the article is referencing here is this tweet this morning. I think it was about 6 hours ago. And Charlie said, generally, this has been a precursor of price going up. Tether gets printed when people deposit USD and get USDT back. This USDT will then be used to buy crypto. This is similar to someone depositing 250 million to exchanges. Of course, that doesn't mean they will buy right away. Do your own research is what DYOR stands for. This was the tweet that he was referencing here. Tether just granted 250 million USDT. And so the article then, again, posted by CryptoCoinSpy.com, written today, it was actually published today. Litecoin's Charlie Lee predicts crypto market recovery after 250 million Tether injection. So the first article is just kind of a summary of how the market's been doing. I don't want to spend too much time on that. But this afternoon, Lee alerted his followers that Tether has just printed $250 million of USDT. There is no pressing need for USDT, a dollar-backed cryptocurrency, other than as a substitute for dollars on exchanges which cannot, for legal reasons, offer dollar trading. If Tether is expanding the supply of USDT, then 250 million is entering the cryptocurrency market. More USDT means more crypto buying, ? Lee says historically such Tether expansions have acted as a precursor of price going up. The currency is created when people deposit USD and get USDT back. Basically, though, the article is also saying, and kind of just highlighting the fact that he's saying do your own research. Again, it's not really to be taken as a prediction that money is going to come back into the market, but it could be a good sign. So it's definitely worth something keeping an eye on. And there is no guarantee that money will be spent soon, although it could be. And so whether people like it or not, Charlie Lee, it hasn't quite yet. Litecoin currently at $81, down a bit from the last hour or two, from like 83 or 84. Whether people like it or not, Charlie Lee was very close. Who knows if we'll hit $20 like he predicted back in January, and who knows if the bear market could be 2 to 3 years like he predicted back in December. I think it's always a possibility. I am leaning towards the idea, though, that the bear market won't last 2 to 3 years. I think it's totally possible, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. And especially with ETFs potentially on the horizon, Bitcoin ETFs, I think that would be huge for the market. And actually, another thing that I've been seeing a lot in comments recently, just that futures trading, they would delist Bitcoin if it went under 100 billion total market cap. So whether it's the manipulators or whoever, they pretty much don't, they wouldn't want to let that happen. So that's just justification for some people that the bottom of the cryptocurrency market is essentially, we're basically there. The market cap right now is 107 billion, so we're only like 7 billion above that. Whether or not that's true, whether or not a possibility of being delisted from futures would have enough implications for people who might be manipulating it to stop manipulating at that point, I really don't know. Again, the fact that information is out there and being spread makes me think that also could maybe not be the case anymore, because as soon as everyone knows about something, at least in the past few months, the market has seemed to do the opposite of that. Either way, though, I think that is good news about USDT. We did hear about a week or so ago about USDT having that audit where it was backed. Again, I heard a lot of mixed opinions and mixed feelings about that because of who did the audit and how that went down. But yeah, looking at Litecoin on the daily here, even oversold. What are we at? We are currently at 27 on the RSI, which is the lowest it's been in, very, very, very long. So again, the possibilities we have here are that we continue to fall from where we're at right now, that we have some sort of bounce up to certain key levels, and then we would continue down. And there is always the possibility as well that, honestly, in my opinion right now, it's probably a slim possibility, but it's always a possibility that this could be the bottom, and we could, over the next month, 2 or 3 months, we could have a really nice rally and maybe even test 500 billion. It's always a possibility. Again, honestly, right now, that's probably very unlikely. Again, if I would have to pick three or one of those three scenarios, we'll probably have a bounce here at some point. Up to certain key levels, maybe maybe about 115, 130-ish for Litecoin if everything would go well, and we might continue a downtrend. At this point, though, I think if we would go down, I really do think a bounce would be needed first, just because of how oversold the market is and the fact that we are still holding where we're at. And Bitcoin itself did, even though it did take a few hours to bounce up, it did end up going back above 6,000. So that support still remains there, still really important. And again, we never went under 250 billion. So again, those support levels are still holding up. I'm curious how long they will, but good signs. So yeah, let me know what you think about the USDT situation that Charlie talked about. Again, here's the tweet right here. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please give the video a like. It does help out a lot. And yeah, thanks for watching, especially when the market is doing what it's doing. I appreciate the fact that people are still watching myself and just crypto in general videos, because even though this is very related to your finances, so there is a reason to kind of keep track, it's also not the most fun to watch. Even though good news like this, or possible potential good news like even something like this about USDT is, kind of exciting.